Okay everyone, we are working on a 2013 Volkswagen CC. It's got a 2.0 liter engine turbo. What we were experiencing is the car came in yesterday with a check engine light code. I'll give you the code to that. It's right there, P0341, camshaft, position sensor A, circuit, range performance, bank 1, single sensor. What we did was we replaced the sensor yesterday because I did this test telling me that the car was okay. So what I did was I hooked up my voltmeter. You can see it all connected right there. And I got the volt side connected. If you look at the plug, the locker is at the top where you push down on it to disconnect it from the sensor. And I have the power side connected all the way on the right side. And then the ground side all the way on the left. The middle one, don't mess with that one because that's going back to your computer and you could fry it if you stick something in there and some power in it. Please do not do that. I'm not responsible for any damage you cause for your own car. So just to get that out there. So the way we got it set up is power all the way on the right, ground all the way on the left. That's my sensor. We changed that yesterday and it drove wonderfully for 28 miles. Had a lot of power and everything, was driving like a new car. Gave it to the client last night. This morning she woke up and it was driving crappy again. So what I did yesterday was I did a voltage test, which I'm going to redo right now so that we could show it on video. Remember, locker goes at the top, power on the right side, ground all the way to the left. Let me see if I can give you a closer look. See the locker? Up here on top, that's where you press down on it to release it from the sensor. And then you can see on the front where I got it plugged in. So I have my voltmeter hooked up. We're going to give it power and we should see 5 volts right there. So I'm going to walk over here and give it some power. Walk back over here and you see 5 volts. We're getting exactly what we're supposed to out of that connector. And then what I'm going to try doing now is a wiggle test to see if my connector is somehow... and I'm moving it around as you can see. And there's nothing wrong with this connector. So we got a pretty good 5 volts there. And then I'm going to shut the car off and you're going to hear these little clicking sounds. It should sound like this the way it's supposed to. Okay, power's off on the ignition. Now listen carefully. Okay, that relay turned off and there's one more it's going to turn off and then the 5 volts will disappear. Listen carefully. Hear that? So you can time how long the power gets shut off to it by looking at my video. It should have the minutes and seconds on it. And that's how long it takes to turn it off. So the car portion is pretty okay. So, and I just put a new sensor in it. I don't know what the odds are in getting a bad sensor from the dealer, because that's a dealer sensor, original Volkswagen part. So if anybody's having the same problem with this and kind of got a feeling what it could be, just to give you a heads up, the lady told me when she's driving down the street, it has no power and it gets worse, like it wants to stall when she turns right for some reason. When she turns right, it starts hesitating, almost wanting to shut off, but as soon as she straightens the wheel back out, it clears up and gets her home, but with low power. It could be a limp mode, I'm not sure. And the second thing is this happened when it was cold. Starts running terribly when it's cold. When it's warmed up and everything's good to go, it runs better than it does when it's cold. And doesn't stall. And see, those are the only issues I know of. So if you have any comments or questions on what I'm doing to find out. This video is barely being uploaded today, and so if you're experiencing the same issue, let me know, and I'm gonna still continue to troubleshooting, and I'll put the answer to my problem up in my comments so that everybody can share in trying to check out their problem. But that's what you do. Please, before you put any questions, do what I did. Check the voltage coming out of the car itself first. Once you determine that the voltage is coming out properly, then we're going to either look at the sensor or whatever the sensor is pointing at. So I'll let you know what I find. Alright, see everybody later. Like, subscribe, and comment. It helps my channel, and I'll put out more videos, as many as I can. Okay, thank you much. See y'all later.